Is a good player, right? He's a professional golfer out here in Europe. He's trying to make it. Mini tour grinder. We've seen a lot of good strides. We've been doing FaceTimes forever, but it's fun. When we got out on this golf course, we kind of picked up early on one of his big misses, right? So we were just talking, you brought your driver out and I made you throttle back, okay? I am the king of aggression and everything. You are a professional golfer here. Now I'm throwing you off a little bit. I'm having you tee farther up than you normally would, okay? You'd be well back there where driver would be the smart play on this hole. When you're hitting driver, that hole narrows up significantly around that corner, okay? Now it's only 400 yards. How far do you hit that club?
About 240.
240. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna leave us, and it's gonna roll slightly downhill. Okay, so you can get that 250 and give yourself a respectable chance to get into that green and throw a dart in there, right? Which is the goal. So take an aim line and play anything just to the right of that bunker, okay? Yeah. Anything right of that bunker is going to be fine, and this is a nice, it's still aggressive, right? But you've widened your landing area massively by not trying to fit that driver in a perfect little gap. So let's see you hit it. Good swing. Yep. That's going to stay just inside everything. That's perfect. He tries to avoid trouble. And when he does that, he will aim monster amount away from the trouble. And then that gets him in a situation where, he kind of double crosses himself, right? And he misses a lot of double crossing. We were talking about it, when we've been doing tournament prep, and we were able to see it today, why it happens. All right, so we asked you, you said you had 117 meters, right? The German pro will keep you in meters. We won't go yards like everyone else out here. So downwind, middle of the fairway, smart shot. I'm glad we throttled you back. You hit driver, you're going to that narrow neck, right? Yeah. This is a perfect spot, good place to approach this. Now, we're looking in from the green, right? Your best shot to make birdie is going to be right of that pin. There's some swales to the left, okay? So take an aim line that goes a little bit right. If you pull it, you're fine. If you block it, you're right next to the pin. But if you go right at that pin, you start blocking, you get into those swales, it gets tough, right? Yeah. So take an aim line just right of it. Let's see it. It's an excellent looking shot. Good ball. That's right where he aimed. You got a nice look at birdie. If you're a player that gets into a position where you aim so far away from your miss, and then your club head still tries to swing back towards where you want the golf ball to go, then you really get that separation of those numbers, and that ball can either hook or slice on you big time and cause you a lot of trouble. All right, so what are you seeing in this putt?
It's pretty straight. Okay,
so when you go through your read, do you check down here by the hole yet? If you're in competition, are you looking for grain?
Yeah.
Okay. I always want my good players seeing what the grain is here. Yeah. And I always like a 4-point system, okay? So your first read, I want you to see what you see behind the ball, okay? Yeah. Then from here, I want you to eye it up above the hole. Now, just stop here. You don't have to sit down. Just stop and see what you're feeling, right? Half of this is feeling everything in your feet, okay? Then we're going to get down back here, take one more look at it, okay? Now, I always check the grain here when I'm walking around. Just do a double check to see what I see grain-wise. Then I get on this side, okay? And I always like to walk high side first. And then I come in here, and I take one more peek behind the hole, okay? Yeah. So let's see you try and execute that read. I don't mind your read. I like it. But that's a good way to get everything checked. It's a good tap-in par, that's fine. Give yourself good birdie opportunities. Sometimes they'll fall, sometimes you got little tap-ins. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I come out with new content every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thanks a lot, guys.